I have dreams, and I like to talk about them while I'm awake, even the ones where my precious existence was at stake. Other times I make scenarios in the apex of ambitions. I get 480 and I'm a prophet having premonitions, and I envision the PGA Tour with my ball laying in the fairway, just to go back to Peg and see my products getting airplay. My dreams are in a place where the days are always sunny, and the things that get me down are always sounding dumb or funny, and money's no concern. I'm left to learn, free of payments. People ask me just to rap if their mind is feeling vacant. One time assailants chased and I raced down foreign streets, and I awoke to sweat and rapid heartbeats, but that was weeks ago. And now I see a show of rap. I've got Grubbs on my songs, and my friend Charlie makes the beat smack. And see, that's the most consistent running vision, and it seems that my heart and mind unite to plan my life through my dreams. Every night the moon's standing tall, I fall asleep through different means. Even when negative vibes have my mind just tearing at the seams. I breathe, and then I ride a wave in a vast, vast ocean of my dreams. I ride the wave in a vast, vast ocean of my dreams. I see flames of vivid greens in the frames of my dreams, and I exhale the smoke, exposing all those penetrating sunbeams, leaning through the windows on my friend Charlie's car. In the days we find the shine, and in the nights we find the stars. In the sky far and wide I dream of road trips and slow hits from the bong. I'm writing songs short or long until I know it's time to put the reminder once again into the backpack. Will climb my captain's chair and have my subconscious hit the fast track to the massive vast lands that come alive when I lie still. While normal people can't get killed in common drills, always test my will. But I can never have my fill of those novels that your mind makes the views into the future, or those memories of divine dates. I know I'm guessing when I say that all your dreams will be like mine and make you want to seize the day. So I pray to a God with no name to save my brain from the evils that lurk every night, where my motion stays the same, where my motion stays the same. Every night the moon's standing tall, I fall asleep through different means. Even when negative vibes have my mind just tearing at the seams. I breathe, and then I ride a wave in a vast, vast ocean of my dreams. I be riding a wave in the vast, vast ocean of my dreams. I be riding a wave in the vast, vast ocean of my dreams. Riding a wave in the vast, vast ocean of my dreams. The song's about the way the sun looks through the trees. You see those thoughts of branches. Looking above my head when you're amazed. Looking above my head for anything low. Looking above my head for anything low. Looking above my head for anything low. Looking above my head. Looking above my head. Looking above my head for anything low. Clouds of unimaginable energies floating above render me with thoughts of grandeur. So I rock philosophical banter as my mind scatters. I try to design grammar refined, harnessing concepts like sound of the deaf and sight to the blind. As I fight to find pencils to potentially make a masterpiece, rather than pander to the masters of flash and only rap on faster beats. I snack on feats that I accomplish at the end of every page, because ideas are infinite and writing makes me feel like a slave. But still I crave to express, and fresh rap is my behavioral best. So I invest every spare moment in a creative component test on my brain. And yes, I I think it's vain to me to constantly train, but who am I to tell you about my pains or why it rains, or that reality is really insane and you might have the same name as his? The sad truth is nobody's really autonomous with wisdom, and with all my given epiphanies, someone else has similar visions. I could succumb to pessimism and let my mechanism immobilize, but I'd rather sit back with open eyes, the thoughts of grandeur, and behold the size. Yo, and just behold the size. Yo, word up. When I open my eyes, the world is always astounding. I'm captivated and I almost gravitate to my surroundings, but I'm sounding the bell as I grasp the mic to vocalize. I advise that you step back sometimes and just behold the size. And just behold the size. I'm overwhelmed by the old and the wise, and the lies disguised as truth. The class of people who trample on equal rights with no disputes. American nukes aimed at the world that denies Western philosophy. It's a monopoly to ensure their economy gets away with highway robbery. And I say it's a monopoly of a relations policy to apply the U.S. seeks to Americanize the rest of the world, and I say why? We should diversify, if anything. Conformity is for suckers. I see fashion waves of dancing queens dressed like burly truckers, and lovers kiss on picnic tables in every park for miles. And it's natural for me to improvise with fluid freestyles. And I see smiles in everybody as I walk my block in the rain. And the dancing of the trees is all we ever need to entertain, until a flash of light comes into frame and everyone stares, prepared with candles and flares. And Daniel sits impaired on scary surroundings, but I'm eased by the vastness of it all. I behold the size of the earth when my worth begins to fall. Think I'm afraid, but no, I'm not.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Think I'm afraid, but no, I'm not.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. It's like who?
It's like I enter confrontation with a sigh. I don't make the battle cry until I'm ready for the eyes of my opponents. Dissecting all the components to my rap. Waiting to call me whack, I'd rather hear the good word and gather hands to clap. Or shallow pats that backs, hand slaps, or head nods. I care enough for the clods who think they're God's gift to the mic. They're void of insight and making color issues out of black and white. But still I'm fighting my skin like color no matter what I do. But my passion and fashion on mic helps me fight through with an undistorted view. I mean some fresh thought. The battle isn't the forum for my elaborate thought decorum. I'm practicing diplomacy with wardens who seize minds. Fuck a million freed spirits still won't appease mine. Because society's design finds the free thinkers plotting how to expose the plans government hands work to see you rotting in an 8x10 cell, jotting down spells to hypnotize the guards. I work hard up the value on my independent cards, but like shards of glass, the line was cut between the classes. Born to inform the masses of the real ceremony masters, drowning out the bastards who seek to cheapen my craft. Nowadays hip-hop is just an advertising tack to draw you back from the resistance I deploy. Hip-hop is my life, and now it's just a mass marketing toy. And that's a tragedy. It's so sad to see again. You think I'm afraid, but no, I'm not.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not.
I'm afraid of a few things, though.
So,
I'm afraid of the plague, a drug raid, political masquerade, giving glimpses into the fires for the analytical raps I made, but still I crack the made mold for rhyme. It's old and it's designed. The weather's turning cold, and that's when Winnipeggers take the prime to the next level of mind, the plateau where people think. Real philosophers so long extinct. I grab the blackest ink and let it sink into the veins of the pulp that made this paper. I take a nervous gulp, not certain I should solve the caper, cause it's safer to wait for the answers just to come to me. Yet there's place by other artists in my mind that I run to see, all because it's fun to free your senses from conformity. Normally rhyme every 2 lines or more within the bars, but sometimes I rap like spoken or scaffold avant-gardes who like the non-rhyming hip-hop. Props to Anticon for sparking the dark side of me to shine a rhyme heart without the barking. Like DMX to the next angry ball guy with the frown. I'm out and I don't need to yell peg to rep my town. From the heights of Dover, this one's over. From the core, I bring more and more. Superb. Enchilada.
How you wanna be tested?
The only way back is to come full circle, friend. And it's a whirlwind with what ideas are drowning in. See, some will surface and struggle and thrash and suffer at last, never to make a sound again.
Mute would just depend, you can still defend with lips and action. Video clips replacing lyrical fits of sound with passion. Still you fashion and expression medium to ease the sea of tedium. So if the heart and soul of the art is noticeable, you know me and him will be believing him.
I'm warmly welcoming back my neurosis. I was afraid the normalcy was corrosive. It seemed to order me into context, but I've got nothing to figure out with no complex. And it's bigger now, I'm stuck in this restless confusion. Got a million answers, but feel the questions elusive. How can I sleep? I'm befuddled and anxious, looking for a subtle translation in my struggle with language. Scribbling off thoughts, I can't read my own writing. I bleed my own striving, swiveling non-stop. I breathe the right timings with words I cannot just settle on. A self-proclaimed wordsmith with an inadequate lexicon. With a cellophane purpose, you expect me to take the time to make believe my thoughts are important enough to make them rhyme?
Read me a poem.
I can't find one. The well is dried up. Man, just leave me alone.
I don't follow, I'm not a leader. I'm simply me, 6 feet with shoes on. It's never wrong if I decide to MC. See why? Cause pride is on my side, cause I'm proud of what I spit loud. So lifted I sit on clouds, my gift and wit keeps the crowds feeling like we're having conversation. Now as I stand to speak, I wash my hands to battle defeats with supremely cleansing speech. And the realization the weak is not a term that I relate to. If I feel a lyric is whack, I don't live with it, I make a new rhyme format. Cause I'm not a doormat here for stepping on. I write sincere and intellectual songs to perfect you in the right and not the wrong way. Cause that's at it and a futile path to tread. Like a math book for damn, the last text on earth I'd ever have read. I spend mad time in my bed, sleeping too much or maybe chilling. Taking the relaxing reps to space up the ever-present feeling. Once subdued, I'll return to will and ill thoughts to exit my bod. Reaching peaks like softball lobs, I stand tall, exposing fraud. Who rob my craft and art of heart and soulfulness. You start to eject as Grubbs and Ed will forever coexist.
You can't come back until you've gone full circle, friend. And until worlds blend with what ideas are drowning in. See, some will surface, then struggle and thrash and suffer at last, never to make a sound again.
Mute would just depend, you can still defend with lips and action. Video clips replacing lyrical fits of sound with passion. Still you fashion and expression medium to ease the sea of tedium. So if the heart and soul in the art is noticeable, you know me and him will be believing him. Word. To all the fellas with minds designed just for seeking sex, you're missing out on the beauty of intellect, simply to feed your reps. So when you step to a girl at my show, yo, try showing a high level of respect you needed before. I hate the bar, I hardly go, it makes my heart get so agitated. The stupid fuckers who think they're super lovers on the dance floor trying to make it with some girl. And for her sake, I hope she's got her head on straight, because these guys are trying to come and don't give a shit about a first date, or even a complex mind state. I love the sparkle of a woman's eye. These predators drop the white lies just for a chance to grab those tight thighs. And I despise these assholes who victimize like it's a duty. They quest for meaningless sex when all the while the intellect's where the beauty truly lies. But booty of breast size to occupy the majority of male minds. So I exhale rhymes to contradict the conformity, while distorting the average mechanisms for how we treat the women. I chastise the bar guys to give in to spiritual eroticism. I talk for you to listen, my missions are never complete. And if you have a worldly woman, please use sincerity when you speak, or I'll seek you out. And scream and shout, an amazing girl can change your life. Yo, I'm gonna treat mine right, and all you other fellas can roll the dice. Yo, roll the dice. To all the fellas with minds designed just for seeking sex, you're missing out on the beauty of intellect. Simply to feed your rep, so when you step to a girl at my show, yo, try showing a higher level of respect than you did before. Cause girls are mothers, girls are grandmas, girls are lovers, the creators of mankind, so be kind to those you know as well as the others. They suffer for 9 months to bring another life onto this planet. It's a divine accomplishment that should never be taken for granted or taken advantage of. Sex in actuality is the physical expression of love. It's a bond so strong nothing should ever be put above. So rub and caress with emotion and have devotion behind your gazes. And I swear on the one that I care for that everything simply amazes. The normal faces of life become fun beyond comprehension, and for once it might feel like your life is headed in the right direction. But pay attention to your goddess, no relationship is flawless. Respecting your better half is the theme behind this rap and why I draw this picture. With scripture to tell the tale that when she leaves that I miss her. It's an incredible event every time that I kiss her or put my arms around. Connection so profound I'm left spinning, realizing this game of life with the right girl at my side, I'm already winning. To all the fellas with minds designed just for seeking sex, you're missing out on the beauty of intellect. Simply to feed your rep, so when you step to a girl at my show, yo, try showing a high level of respect than you did before. At the mass gathering with my socialite persona, socialite persona. I'm blathering at the mass gathering with my socialite persona, socialite persona. I'm blathering at the mass gathering with my socialite persona, socialite persona. I'm blathering at the mass gathering with my socialite persona. Where the party at? I walk up in the party with my hoodie over ball cap and the rack of pile of words or mic in hand. My plans were all wrapped with somewhat tall chaps sporting a backpack and grin. I scanning other guys, I'm spotting those with soul within. I wait for beats to spin, yet on occasion I get eager and I rhyme with nothing behind. You'll find my mouth becomes the speaker, overflowing like beakers with reactions back in high school. Different fashions when I write, exciting minds is always my role. For connecting with the cool guys, the flygos and the nerds, the stoners, jocks and loners, all summoned by the words that occur on the spot. Freestyles are crazy party favorites, yet they seem to be creamed by the written simply cause I made it. And I say it with conviction, even fiction sounding real. I tell the tale of getaways and they're all swearing that I man the wheel. People feel me cause I'm really spending days on my craft. And if you don't know what I'm saying, please just nod your head and laugh. I feel this heat, it's like I try so very hard, but yo, I'm weak when I feel this heat, it's like heat. I feel this heat, I feel this heat. I'm crazy, overwhelmed, and so lazy in my realm from all this heat. It's like heat. I feel this heat, I feel this heat. It's like I try so very hard, but yo, I'm weak when I feel this heat. It's like heat. I feel this heat, I feel this heat. I'm crazy, overwhelmed, and so lazy in my realm from all this heat. And level of living with no AC, giving relief. And so I drink these icy beverages that quench and hurt my teeth until I speak until I'm dripping with sweat, pitting the best I got over the pizza play until I torture, concentrate my thoughts from the concept of hot rooms, consuming all of my scope. And so I smoke to open the shutters on my utter verbal dopeness at the part where I wrote this to feel the wind and cool my body temp. I try to be hypnotically exempt from the heat with my attempts at meditation. When I concentrate at a monstrous rate, my face begins to pale because I'm feeling my mind's advantage like a blind man in his braille. And the only tale of real earth lies just beyond reality. So sport an understanding of conforming fallacies and try thinking about distant galaxies and the sun that leaves us glistening while listening to my despair about life with only nature's air conditioning. Yo, I feel this heat, I feel this heat, I feel this heat. It's like I try so very hard, but yo, I'm weak when I feel this heat. It's like heat, I feel this heat, I feel this heat. I'm crazy, overwhelmed, and so lazy in my realm from all this heat. It's like heat, I feel this heat, I feel this heat. It's like I try so very hard, but yo, I'm weak when I feel this heat. It's like heat, I feel this heat, I feel this heat. I'm crazy, overwhelmed, and so lazy in my realm from all this heat. It's been 30 or more this week at night. It maybe falls to 20, and for one or another reason, it's not exactly edge money season. So I'm seeing more than normal to deal with the weather raping me. Escape at the portals of greenery to truly enjoy the scenery. And boy, I really don't mean to be a hater on the summer months, but the heat slumps my level of conversation to that of a monk. And I walk amongst the tree trunks and see punks that know me also pacing down the block, hoping the wind is blowing coldly. So boldly I step to reflect and drop the freshest on the hot and restless. Off to rock positivity on the brain of a pessimist. Impressed with the fist around the mic, a rhyme I fly in the wind. Boldly grins when records spin and Ed words is in the radius. Not sitting down exhausted, sweating just forgetting about my cool because I lost it. I found it when the wind began to blow, then so did that on my flow. Regaining the rhyme, but just in time, yo. Just in time, yo. I feel this heat, I feel this heat, yo. It's like I try so very hard, but yo, I'm weak when I feel this heat. It's like heat, I feel this heat, I feel this heat. I'm crazy, overwhelmed, and so lazy in my realm from all this heat. It's like heat, I feel this heat, I feel this heat. It's like I try so very hard, but yo, I'm weak when I feel this heat. It's like heat, I feel this heat, I feel this heat. I'm crazy, overwhelmed, and so lazy in my realm from all this heat. Yo, it's so hot. Yo, so I'm spitting rhymes all the time. Thoughts like sweating. I'm amazed by the lazy eye, gaze at the nothingness. Strutting, I make rhymes to motivate minds and minds' direction while not disrupting this all-important session of relaxing. But properly using your creative outlet should never be taxing unless I've been rapping for 40 days and 40 nights, distorting insights. I fight no entity that attacks my pen when I write, so I use the power of pen to shower thoughts I send to leave. Simple epiphanies turn realistic symphonies, then I can believe and want to read and memorize, so I can mesmerize stirring eyes and ears with personal life trials and fears. Stories with no beers, just bud. Alcohol makes me feel like I've got my good foot stuck in the bayou, and I've got to try new terms and new endeavors, and I feel like there's nothing stopping me even though I've only got 26 letters to work with. I blurt words that sound the same sometimes, and people think there's only so much content rhymes can cover, so I think of that when I rap, and I've never regretted another. Never regretted another. You motherfuckers! Even a gang of these mofos can't fuck with dance flows, but who really knows if you really feel me though? Even a gang of these mofos can't fuck with dance flows, but who really knows if you really feel me though? I grasp for dynamics. Unlike the puddle this deep, it's difficult not to be hieroglyphical. After rock and Dell for a week, I try to speak original, not a digital recreation of some past old school MC's rhyme that after time still has my mind in a cast. I surpass basic rapping after attacking my first crowd of skeptics. Step with better every letter and multi-dimensional dialectics. My preparatory grasp of the mic is key to unlocking the clasp of my inner mask that picks the past that I'm walking. Talking aloud, a mute and proud dispute nothing as I release a plethora of lines that rhyme, etc., always ending in peace. I'm defending a beast labeled so by ignorance. The bad publicity just gives the bad MCs the big events, cause the extent of the average attention span is 10 to 20 seconds, which is fathoms from catching the madness in its many methods. So give credit where credit's due. I'm looking to travel through, looking to dazzle new minds and rhyme solo versus battle crews. Solo versus battle crews. Yo, we've been a gang of these mofos. Can't fuck with dance flows, but who really knows if you really feel me though? Yo, even a gang of these mofos can't fuck with dance flows, but who really knows if you really feel me though? Detective mind working, dissecting and devising comprehensive written insanity. My intentions are compromising. I come surprising with newish, unveiled fresh with a new dish. Differences from the next is what's gonna get me through this. But now who's clueless? Not I, as I fortify convictions. I stray from stereotyping women in any of my video depictions. No misogynistic visions. Quick wits score more than big tits. I spit for the equal splits and not the way they move their hips. It's not just me, it's society selling sex in the wires. My analytical ridicule is more than just the fuel, it's the fires burning wild in my desires to expose cocaine and noses. The rappers sporting platinum earned by ladies making poses. They're acting like the roses when their dandelions painted red. They're getting paid no matter what's said and it's all going to their heads. So I enter with a dead calm bomb of realistic thought and show them that the ass on the covers why their album sales are hot. Album sales are so hot. Even a gang of these mofos can't fuck with dance flows, but who really knows if you really feel me though? It's a question whether we use my rhyme as a weapon or a defense mechanism when opposition steps and I feel threatened. But either way, I get in the melee for artistry and not the payday. Those who choose the opposite just end up dropping it like maydays when praised up by predators. The weak are hiding from the cunning. I guess that's why devoted lyricists always got the competition running and jumping into trees with bleeding knees from the chase. I pace the road with space with concentration on my face, just waiting for a taste of the prize that waits above. In the wild they feed for needs, and hip-hop I hunt with love. I'm high up but I lie and test nod my head into the rhythm. I block out the shouts of negativity when I listen until transition occurs. My blurred vision starts to focus, and out of the prairie dirt blooms a wildly colored lotus who closes this rap thing with continuous intellect. I don't enter many battles cause freestyle's a side effect of the work ethic I step with towards my binder. The pages that bring me back to stages in my life like a reminder, the nostalgic rewinder. I find the signs of gray matter. Age 12 I play the catcher, and ever since I've been a rapper, just tapping all the lost souls searching for tradition. But it's lucky for the culture as I walk it with a pocket of fruition. But yeah, it's kind of scary. Ethical question. I gotta find another path to tread. Ethical question. Looking for something different. My lips went and took a strange position, and I had a premonition to just envision my mind as an ignition with multiple keys to trigger emissions and rhyme sprees. Words worthy of the paper made by the demise of defying trees. But I find these concepts scattered on the ground like shattered glass. My friends' laughs, my girl's eyes, my early oracle quarter attacks all contribute to the vast pages dating back to early age. The first serenaded the culture in 24 bars I made. Content might have got a failing grade, but notice, hey, I passed. I wrote this with love and focus, and on stage a mic I grasped, and then I lapsed into a lifelong relation with hip-hop. It's a white kid in a black culture, and even that would make me stop. Some people gave me shots for my confidence, but prominence is earned. I'm 21 years old. I made no money, but it's funny because I've learned that my only real concern should be creativity in my ish. Because if I believe in myself, I'll never be foreign to this. Ethical question. I try to endure the unsure feelings that I'm feeling, kneeling just to keep my deepest and darkest fears from revealing themselves. I'm needing more shells for rhyme binders and books, from making magic with crooks and feeding off these facts like looking at the footprints found off an 8-foot primate. But considering evidence irrelevant is just not how I make my mind state original. Bohemian properties are pivotal, I'm never emulating when I'm clever creating my rhymes like a ritual. And I'm a full-scale habitual user of the rap muse to pursue a separate avenue when a boring class just has to be sat through. After I might laugh too overbearing for some, but yo, I'm headed home to smoke a bone for fun and use my love for creation to attempt some innovation on my inner station. But I'm patient with my trials. If the flow goes astray, it's okay, I'll practice freestyles or improv with words, is how I like to label it. Come observe Edwards at mealtime, cause I serve an able dish. The inner front of my thinner trunk is racing. I'm trying to entertain and ascertain the people I am facing. So wasting no time, I shall rhyme, my mind is dealt. But sometimes I gotta rhyme amongst myself. Sometimes I feel life is hard to swallow, hollow vacancies. The promise of tomorrow's the only thing making me wake up and wipe my eyes to create and surprise. The wisest, just the same as the mindless, but most of the time my rhyme is priceless. Most of my verses devise their own paths to comprehension, but it's from the soul, so every time I step to rhyme with strong intentions. Inventions of songs by me make my mom blindly see how I bless the herb and the mic. I understand it might disturb how I express my plight in the light of the graciousness of life. Yeah, right, it's not always hella high tuition to sit in a college and follow a lesson plan, take notes and listen to folks' fake quotes of knowledge. Well, it's monotonous. I got this pen and coil binder, poetic turmoil designer, an artist of a finer style of writing rap music. Convention, I lose it and find it when the rhyme's like shit. But I work to convert the norm and forever spit my opinions, feeling different like the Osbournes. Check it out, y'all. Check it out. Inner funk in my thinner trunk is racing. I'm trying to entertain and ascertain the people I am facing. So wasting no time, I shall rhyme, my mind is dealt. But sometimes I gotta rhyme amongst myself. Sometimes I gotta rhyme amongst myself. Rhymes I write, subpar ones are discarded. For every half-witted rap there's a little verse that's wholehearted. It's told apart me from your preconceived notions. With rap vast like oceans are heavily thoughts with no negative commotions, only with motions relaxing. I bring facts and evidence that my raps relieve your tensions like a sandalwood incense. But when I'm intense, I invent and spend hours without relent, prophetically writing, poetically inscribing the thoughts that tended in my creativity. I meant to envision different concepts originally, then a vibe in hiding came in the form of rhyming to visit me. And I specifically detailed the tale I exhaled smooth, easy and not rude, even if I got an opinion to prove it. My mood is in a distempered state. I exasperate to reinforce not to be apprehensive about the madness you make. It'll be perceived as distorted if that's the stance you take for equating your art form. I feel MCs are born in the mind, so I conceptualize and never rep the size of 9s and Mac 10s. It's whack to defend a violent answer. Ignoring the other side of the story is a very present cancer in society. So I am the ambassador of banter is the main propriety. We gotta talk it out. Reincarnation, or be in a nation forever, whether Athens or Winnipeg. I beg to be the man in the corner using letters. I beg to be the man in the corner using letters. Corner using letters, yo. Reincarnation, or be in a nation forever, whether Athens or Winnipeg. I beg to be the man in the corner using letters. Corner using letters. Edward. I feel better when I'm using letters, fusing them with thoughts. I want to play with language like a lover in anguish until the universe stops and existence walks into the cornfield like Shoeless Joe. I want to prove it, yo, that I trade my soul for a clever and ruthless flow. Whenever I decide to go rhyming, I'm climbing to new heights. I'm from the river, but I want the world to feel my mind's mystical delight. My imagination likes reincarnation as the plan for the end of the curtain straw for the final stop for Dan. And I'm provided with a new mind span. I'm a new man standing, maybe in ancient lands, hands different in shape, but I remember rapping. And I remember using letters attacking versus pumped, or when I turned to yearning rhyme to ease my mind after being dumped and slumped was my confidence. I had no dominance of self, so I grabbed the paper on the shelf and I scripted ideas dealt by my brain. Digits felt the pencils to show my pain and potential to be a man with a mental, using letters with pride for eternity. I'm sure to be kicking hyperboles and metaphors for many more, but I wonder where I'm headed when my mouth begins to snore. When my mouth begins to snore. Reincarnation, or be in a nation forever, whether Athens or Winnipeg. I beg to be the man in the corner using letters. In the corner using letters. Edwards, corner using letters. Yo, reincarnation, or be in a nation forever, whether Athens or Winnipeg. I beg to be the man in the corner using letters. Corner using letters. Reincarnation, or be in a nation forever, whether Athens or Winnipeg. I beg to be the man in the corner using letters. In the corner using letters.